How do you define that word success? What does that mean to you?
It used to mean something very, very different, Jason. It used to mean that we would sell this business to a company and we'd exit, and it would be this story, and you'd have a. It doesn't mean that anymore. Do you want to know what success for me means? It means running a company that people want to work at. This whole thing is people, from relationships, distributors, people on the ground. I want to build a company where people feel like they belong, where people want to work, and then which also leads to great success for them as well. So they grow, they learn, and they make a really good living that they're proud of. And I think that's what success. We're successful now. It's changed massively. You know, I I don't want to talk too much about my home life, but like Faye, I think Faye would love to want to sell the business and go and live on a yacht. Whereas I'm like, I would do this for 100 years. I absolutely love it, and so it is successful. And I think now that doesn't change my drive because I am still driven to make this a truly global brand, and I will do that. But I love doing it, and so success is here. We're probably just not big enough for my ego yet. So yeah, we keep pushing.
Well, that's I think for all of us, especially as entrepreneurs who founded a unique thing, where it's not a franchise, it's not a typical thing, but we found something unique. Like the goals always change. Hey, I want to make $1 million a year. Hey, I want to do $8 million a year. Hey, I want to do 8 figures a year. Hey, I want to do 9 figures a year. What like the goal has changed, and when you reach that goal, you realize it's just a plateau. There's something else above it. So I think I can appreciate that. I think the listeners can appreciate that. So I want you now to put on your coach hat for just a second. I want you to think about you're an entrepreneur, you've succeeded, you failed miserably, but you've persisted through it and continued to succeed in spite of those things, which is what we all applaud. But as someone who's experienced these things, Aidan, what would you say is your best piece of advice for the entrepreneurs who are facing uncertainty or who are looking at they're not sure if this is going to work? Now, you've already said you got to be okay with it not working out. So I'm going to take that a piece of advice off the table. So what else would you say is your best piece of advice?
Once again, look, a great question, Jason. You got to be all in. Um, you you have to like if you want to build something that is huge, it's got to be everything. It can't. And this is for me, right? Maybe somebody who has much bigger bandwidth than me might be able to do four of these things at a time, but it's a beast. And everything, you've got to be on your game at every time. You have to bring the energy to the meetings that you want. You've got to be the person. There's a from when I going into a meeting, I'm bringing energy. I'm not taking energy away. I'm bringing energy into that room, right? And I can't do that if I've got four things. So my advice is, if you want it to succeed, it's got to be your everything. And I know that's really easy for me to say now because I'm earning a living from this, and lots of people are like, right, well, I also have to keep my job.
Hey there, it's the Real Jason Duncan. Thank you for watching this video. But if you are an entrepreneur and you've ever thought about what it's going to be like when you get ready to exit your business, I'm the guy you want to follow. So make sure that you've subscribed to this channel and go check out the link in the description, therealjasonduncan.com. Check out the resources I've got for people just like you, as an entrepreneur who's trying to get his life back, get her life back, get your time and freedom back. If that's what you want as an entrepreneur, if you're being trapped in your business, then I can help you get out of that. So go to therealjasonduncan.com. The link is in the description and check out one of these videos. I'll see you next time.